My third guy plays some games.
Alright, hi everybody, Weather Guy here. We are back with some more of the great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Hope you're doing great. I am feeling pretty good, not too bad. We're doing great. We're going to finish our exploration of the investigation. You know what I'm saying. We're going to finish going to the different locations. We've been to Ryu's place, Sholm's place, the hospital, Shanspears, and now we're going to go to Briar Road, the Gyarados prison. That's it. So 3 more locations, and that'll probably be it for today. We're just going to finish the investigation phase, see how this goes. Should be pretty chill, I imagine. But yeah, I hope you are all doing amazing. Good old Briar Road. We'd have so much stuff happen here, you know? Crazy. Start examining things. Is there anything new to examine? That's the big thing. There might not be anything new. Because we examined it not too long ago, before the case started. And I will tell you what, I'm not seeing anything new. But we'll still do our due diligence, right? Window still the window. Door still the door. Nothing. By the way, I still think that Mr. Gyarados the one who crashed the bike. It's gonna come up some way, right? With somebody. We'll see. Let's go talk to the Gyarados. I guess just Mr. Gyarados, because the wife is still in jail. Presumably. Mr. Gyarados appears to be out. Oh well. Suppose we'll have to come back again later. We can just look around and he's not here? That's crazy. Oh, interesting. All of the items are lookable now. Again. Even though we looked at them when Mr. Gyarados was here, maybe there's something new. Probably shouldn't poke around in here whilst Mr. Gyarados is out. Great, great. Oh. Let's double check. Alright. Curious about where he's at. Alright, whatever. Wow, this is going to be a very quick investigation phase, isn't it? We might have a very short video on our hands that I should have finished investigation last time. But those last 2 locations we just did was nothing burgers, right? Let's see how our buddy Soseke is doing. Oh, Mr. Natsume is back. So he is. Mr. Natsume, hello? Oh boy. Poor guy. He really is unlucky. Oh gosh, I don't want to read that sentence. Don't make me read that. Is he trying to manifest something, right? To where he's no longer in his own body and he's just a cat? I've gone through those phases before, except I'd rather be a dog than a cat, personally. But whatever. Sorry? He's having a breakdown. I don't know who Mr. Natsume is, or Herlock Sholmes. I don't know about courts or trials or Old Baileys. I am a cat. That's what I am. Just a cat. Mr. Ryu, he's trying to escape from reality. Trying to? He already has. Completely. So, what is your name then? As yet, I have no name. Mr. Ryu, he hasn't fully thought out his new identity yet. Maybe it's not too late to bring him back to reality. Do you think you could open your eyes for us, Mr. Natsume? Oh, brother. Is he gonna do cat stuff? Do cat stuff, come on. I am not a cat. It worked! He's back in the real world! What's gonna become of me? No! Don't answer that! It's obvious! My accursed soul is never gonna escape this accursed fate! Mr. Natsume, no! This morning's proceedings in court prove that there's hope! Yes. Locum student Mr. Ryu Esquire was brilliant, but... The Reaper is omnipresent, in court, in my lodgings! Here, there, everywhere! What's he looking straight at me for? I think perhaps there are some things we should discuss. Oh, yes, we must. Great. Let's see what we have to talk about the morning's trial so far. My whole life, have I ever been so moved as I was today? No. Of course, if I cast my mind back, there were perhaps one or two other occasions that moved me more. But if I choose to block those out, then today being in that courtroom was... It was the most moving experience of my life. Welcome, student Mr. Ryu Esquire. God, this guy is... He's so dramatic, right? This is the most dramatic man I've ever seen in my life. It's insanity. You're too kind. Scotland Yard found the remaining tea just as we deduced and are analyzing it as we speak. There's nothing wrong with that tea. They won't find a drop of poison in it. That's a solemn, sworn, Saseki certainty. Great, we love to see it. Tell me, did you both drink the tea at the same time that night? Oh yes, most definitely. Remember, drink tea while it's hot. So he's still holding to the claim that Mr. Shamspeare drank tea. That's interesting. We both poured it down our throats like it was a hot bath for our bellies. At this time, you are both completely fine. As shown by the fact that he and Mr. Shamspeare then engaged in the Romeo and Juliet match. This is a million% coming back to the Romeo and Juliet thing, the poisoning aspect of that story. I suppose the focus of tomorrow's proceedings will be how the poison was taken by the victim, then. Alright, so far so good, Mr. Shamspeare. That rotten Shamspeare, what have I ever done to him? You don't recall him taking issue with you over anything you've done recently? I've been holed up in my room, immersed in books. I don't recall anything. Anything at all? Right. But what I don't understand is why he didn't let me know sooner. Let you know what, Mr. Natsume? This is important. About the soap, of course. What else? Oh, to save money on the gas bill. That makes sense. Oh dear. Are you struggling with such a meager stipend? Of course I am. If I had money, I wouldn't have chosen to live in a cursed existence with such accursed lodgings. Oh yes, you said it's because the place is cursed that it's so cheap, didn't you? Exactly. Especially the room that I rent. The spirit of that capital offender who lived there still haunts the place, and is trying to kill me. Capital offender? Oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting that they brought up capital offender. Is that how this relates to the big picture? Who was living there before? Might I ask... Oh, wrong voice. Might I ask, locum student Mr. Ryu Esquire, that the next time you visit me, you bring scores of super soft soaps? Sure. That's it? There must be more. Maybe not here, but somewhere else there must be more. The reason why I say that is because, it usually brings you to the next phase of the game, right? It'll bring me to the trials stuff, right? Someone will burst in, like Gregson or something, but that's not happening. So, that means that we have to go somewhere else and look around some more. We missed an option somewhere, right? I hope it's not the case of, like, in the 5th case of the last game where we had to present something at a specific moment. That was silly. Alright, anything else to talk with her with? No. Anything else to examine? We're just gonna go through room by room, and then if there's nothing new, we will instead have to think about what things we could present. And it would probably be presenting something to Gregson, I imagine. Although, we do have... Oh, I know what we need to check out. The hospital, because there's the picture. Maybe we can present it to the lady here. Is the picture over here still? Oh, but it's not a new option. We still have the picture, right? Yeah. Let's look at this picture again, just to confirm. Yeah, sure enough, it's the exact same guy. Okay. That's what I thought it was. We went through this dialogue last time, so I'm not gonna reiterate it. Let's talk to her for a minute. Maybe we can present this to her? No, it's not an option. So nothing new here. So we can't present it to her, so who else could we... Maybe if we find Mr. Garrideb, maybe that's what we need to do. It's very interesting that that photo wasn't in Garrideb's room, but Shamspear's. That might be Shamspear in the photo. I don't know. It's all connected in some weird way, I bet. Anything new in Sholmes' suite that we missed? Must be something somewhere we missed. Got all this. Oh, the violin. This is Mr. Sholmes' famous violin. The one he found being sold for a song at a pawnbrokery. What's it called again? A shoddy something? Oh yes, this wonderful instrument features in the adventures of Herlock Sholmes. It's a world-famous Stradivarius. What? Stradivarius, Mr. Ryu. Stragivore. Are you even trying now? We'll come back to this another time, I think. There's still more. That wasn't the last thing. We're missing something else. Not necessarily in here, but in general, we're missing something. Okay. Just looking for any more lit up examining thing. All this stuff is good. This. Here we go, some equations. Ah yes, this is where you note down ideas, isn't it, Iris? So, what's on the blackboard today? Buck up, Bruno. What is this? Oh, I'm just playing around with ideas for the title of next month's installment. Another idea I had was the barrel. There was a typo in there, by the way. It was 1L in installment. I'm really torn about which one to use. What do you think, Bruno? Anything but buck up, Bruno, obviously. I suppose you're right. I tell you what, I'll surprise you with it. You'll have to wait until next month and see. So many sleepless nights. That's also not it. There's also going to be more still. Seemingly. Okay, we'll keep looking around. You know, I thought this video was going to be way too short, and it has begun to lengthen a bit. Alright. One more thorough sweep. That something? No. Alright, now I think we've got it all. Looking for blue without the check mark. Okay. One more sweep in the middle and then one more sweep on the right. Pow, 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 pow. Pow, pow, pow. Yeah, doesn't seem to be anything else. So we're gonna move again. Oops, wrong button. Where to next? We looked in these three places. Let's look in Shamspear's room again. Maybe there's something here with Gregson now. Cat. Seemingly nothing. Let's look at our court record stuff too. So I don't think we've actually examined it. Capital Offender article. Let's look at that too. This is a newspaper that we found under the floorboard too. Handprints here, very intriguing. Manchester Strangeway prisons announced the death of convicted murderer and burglar Selden by natural causes in the early hours this morning. He had been suffering with fever since the end of October. Alerted by the shouts of his fellow cellmate, medical staff arrived to find him already dead before his capital punishment could be carried out. I wonder if he had insider information. Nothing to really examine here at the moment. Okay. Great. You know, Mr. Garrideb's honestly kind of cute. Alright, seemingly nothing else in here. Should be nothing else with... Yeah. Yeah, we can't present anything to him as well. Okay. Let's leave. Nothing here either. Let's look at Briar Road again. Clearly I've missed something. Last time it was something... Whenever I missed something for a little while, it was because I needed to present something to Gregson. But that's not really an option today. So... I am missing something else. Nothing on Briar Road, it seems like. Briar Road is clean, okay. Back to the Garradeb's room. Maybe he's back now? No. Don't think so, at least. Make sure we didn't miss anything. Even though it checked everything off when we try to examine one thing. Let's double check. Better safe than sorry. Maybe there's more combo to be had with Soseki now. Oh, capital murderer. That's what we probably need to present to him about. Because he had mentioned that. Capital offender. Let's try that. What's this? It's a newspaper cutting that we found in Mr. Shakespeare's room. So he knew, did he? Sorry? About this man, Selden. Convicted killer, and the evil spirit behind the curse that afflicts my lodgings? Interesting. What? He's already taken one young man's life, and now he's trying to take the life of another? Miserable, mustache, much aligned, Japanese man? Mr. Natsume, if you know something, please, you must tell us. Tell us everything you can about this evil spirit. Yeah, this might not actually be a evil spirit, it might be an actual person, right? Truth is, I don't even know the details myself until very recently. That Selden man was arrested about a year ago now. At the time, he was hiding out in lodgings. At Mr. Garradeb's house. What? He lived where you do now? That's right, yes, exactly where I live now. In my very room. Oh my, your room was previously occupied by a criminal found guilty of a capital offense? But before his sentence could be carried out, he died in prison. That was 3 months ago now. And that's when it started. The curse. What really is this curse you keep mentioning, Mr. Natsume? It's the strangling him at night, right? That's part of it. It's already caused one death. A few months after the criminal passed away in prison, the man died in the room. The man who rented it after Selden, in fact. The poor lodger. He was found dead in mysterious circumstances. The room was locked from the inside. Locked from the inside, exactly like the case we're dealing with now. So that's the convict's curse, is it? Yes, well, that was the start of it. Oh man, we're getting somewhere now. Do you have any idea how the lodger before you passed away, Mr. Natsume? The official cause of death was asphyxia. When they discovered the body, the room was full of gas. Gas? I only found that out after I signed the lease. Mr. Garradeb came to tell me later. I couldn't stop myself trembling. In fact, if I'd known beforehand, I probably had been too scared to take the room. Interesting that he's killed by gas. That's very interesting. Landlord's lease, luckily legal. Lucky for Mr. Garradeb maybe, but not so lucky for poor Mr. Natsume. Now you believe this curse is affecting you? It is. At first, I just felt as though I was being watched. All the time. Then you talked about having nightmares, didn't you? The dead are trying to take me with them. They could come for me and try to suffocate me. Just when I'm struggling to breathe, I wake up. And the room is as cold as ice. I actually don't know what I think. I was gonna say, I think someone sneaks in through they take a brick out of the window and they sneak in or something, but seems like it would take too long to get away if you try that sort of thing. Maybe it's just that the temperature gas turns off, right? But why is your room so cold? I guess they're gonna tell me anyway. London winters are too cold to bear without any heating on overnight. But for some reason, even though I light the stove before I climb into bed at night, the pilot light always goes out and the room fills with gas. Oh man. But that's terrible. It's exactly the same situation as what led to the previous occupant's death. Then there's what happened to Mr. Shansbury last night when he was mysteriously poisoned. There's clearly more to that incident than can be explained by a curse, though. Whatever can be the cause of all these strange happenings in Mr. Garrett's rooms? I mean, it's definitely a gas thing, isn't it? Alright. Now what? Now where do we go? Now we maybe go try to see Mr. Garrett. Maybe he's back now. Yeah, he's back now. Perfect. Perfect. Ah, you're here now, Mr. Garrett. Right, bally business it is for me, you know. Getting out and about. Were you at the Old Bailey by any chance? Naturally. Fate of my lodgings hang in the balance and all that. Not a trial to miss. Fate of what's already been dubbed your haunted lodgings, yes. Of course, the place has caused quite a stir around the capital on more than one occasion already. As the old haunted lodgings are some such. Ah, well, at least he knows. Makes you wonder what the blazes is going on, don't you know? Oh, there's frickin' Herlock Sholmes. Yes, I'm sure it does. In fact, thinking back to Mr. Natsume's other trial just 2 days ago. You were at the Old Bailey then as well, weren't you? Testifying with your wife about what happened. Stopped off at the prison on the way home, in fact. Beastly business. I see. What's he doing? Oh, he had to get up. Okay. So, what brings you to my haunted abode today, huh? Is there anything new to examine with all these? No. Presumably not. Let me double check, though. Before we do anything crazy. Okay. Seems clear. Some fishy fellow from the Far East and a failed actor, chap with questionable character, huh? Yes, the house does seem to have become something of a magnet for rum fellows of late. Thanks to that bally curse. Convict's curse, you mean? Heard the stories, have you? Rotten scoundrel was arrested here, then the next chap in the room goes and keels over. Then, there was that woman who dropped dead just outside on the street. Not to mention the actor yesterday. Am I next, eh? Well, can't help but get the collywobbles, can ya? When you say the woman who dropped dead outside on the street, she didn't actually die, do you mean Miss Green? It's Miss Green who was stabbed by a knife and Mr. Shansbury who was poisoned last night are both very much alive still. I've made that mistake a lot of times, saying Miss Green died. Yes, well, so is that blasted comic's curse, it seems. Personally, I should be quite content with such logics. A bath, a toilet, a fireplace, a fascinating history. Why, it sounds like the lap of luxury. I'm not so sure about that. Well, there's no bath or toilet included, and no fireplace either. But you do look out for your tenants, don't you? By watching the rise and fall of the flames in your gas lamps up there. Yes, never hurts to keep an eye on things, in case there are any mishaps or such like. I think you've had your mishap already, sir. Ha ha ha. Terrible joke. It's not helpful, Mr. Sholmes. Heavens, forgive me. The words just came to my lips. Great. Let's go ahead and try to present to him real quick. The picture before I forget. This surely is something. Mr. Garrett, could I ask you to look at this photograph? Is that your son who's with you there? No, not at all. He was a lodger here once. Duncan Ross was his name. Duncan Ross. A street photographer happened to be passing, so I asked him to take a shot, just for kicks, really. Interesting. Was he by any chance a lodger before Mr. Natsume? Yes, that's right. Interesting. And he's connected to Miss Green somehow. That's very odd. Ah, the young gentleman who died in the room in mysterious circumstances. Just what Mr. Mustache was waiting for, one might say. Yes, young Duncan lived in the room at the top of the first flight of stairs before that Japanese chap. Do you mind telling us a little more about him? Yes, Duncan Ross, young chap, was attending art school. Had to work to pay for it, mind. Moved into the middle floor room about a year ago, after that criminal Selden was arrested. Young students are always on the hunt for rooms with a history behind them. History of cheap rent, maybe, yes? Yes, well, anyway, it was one morning about a month ago now. Hadn't quite worked out the old trick of watching the gas lamps to see what my lodgers are up to at the time. So, sadly, I was rather tardy to discover what had happened. The smell of gas that alerted me it was. Ah, yes, synonymous with the smell of death. Called the police straight away, of course, and the officer kicked the door off its hinges. Once we got inside, we all badly collapsed. Because of the gas? Yes, room was full of it. No air at all. Stove must have gone out while the poor chap was sleeping on his bed. So Mr. Ross suffocated to death. Of course, the police gave me a sound ticking off because the gas pipes were so old and all that. Can't tell you how much it sent me back to have the lot replaced all over the house. Even after you had all that work done, Mr. Natsume says the same thing. That the stove goes out at night whilst he's asleep in bed. Well, that's the bally curse. The convict's curse. I've done my duty as a landlord now. Someone's feeling defensive. Alright. Some fishy fellow from the Far East and a failed actor chap of questionable character, huh? It's only for that, Mr. Garrett. That's right. Mr. Natsume is in no way fishy. He is undeniably peculiar, however. Is it right that he took the vacancy immediately after the previous tenant passed away? Yes, that's right. I asked the estate agent to find someone and he popped up the very same day. Never come across a chap so keen for a place with, a background, as it were. I don't think it was the room's background he was keen on so much as the cheap rent, actually. Exactly. So, how long has Mr. Shakespeare been lodging under your roof? That failed actor chap? Let me see. Oh, of course. Yes, it's been 3 months now. Quite sure of it. Only 3 months. He's quite new here too, then. And to what do you owe your certainty in that regard, Mr. Garrett, if I might ask? Well, it was at Selden scoundrel as it happens. Selden? The convict, you mean? Selden and Shakespeare have some kind of connection, then? Oh, gosh. That convict chap, Selden, passed away in the clink 3 months ago now. You see, some milady or other. Yes, we've seen the report from the newspaper at the time. Well, it was only 3 days later that the tragedian showed his face, the actor fellow. Dude, is that just Selden? Really? Yes, I remember it quite distinctly. 'Tis small this world we inhabit. Prithee, landlord, hear my request. I, the humble Shakespeare, do desire to take thy room on the middle floor offered a while for rent. Terribly sorry and whatnot, but that won't be possible. I already have a lodger on the middle floor. Ground floor room's vacant, though. Nothing can be made out of nothing. Let me repeat mine will unto thee. Those curls must be muffling your ears. The room on the middle floor is taken. It's ground floor, nothing. Very well, we have an accord. Interesting. He's very interested in the middle floor. Glad to hear it. Welcome to Briar Road. Lo, a Shakespeare dance to celebrate. Guy's insane. Guy's an absolute menace. From what I heard in court today, sounds like the chap was thieving gas. And he was 3 months in arrears with the rent, too. Yes, the fellow was a bally player, alright. Oh, what do you got? Thank you for your candor, Mr. Garrett. We are most grateful. By way of appreciation, allow me to say 1 or 2 words. Give me my robe, put on my crown. I have immortal longings in me. What is he talking about? What's happened to you? Shakespeare, my dear fellow, one of his most famous lines. I wish to divulge my own learning of the subject, for I have a turn for literature too, you know. Perhaps you could turn your attention to more apt lines then? So true. Ah, that reminds me actually. Yes? About young Duncan, the night before the poor chap perished. He'd been writing a letter of affection to a young lady. This is going to be Miss Green, I bet. A love letter, you mean? Oh, and that's probably the torn letter that we found as well, maybe. Yes, where did I put it now? Ah, here it is. Left it on my desk. If you'll excuse me, let me see now. What does it say? To my most beautiful and charming sweetheart. Do you think that we should be reading such a personal piece of correspondence? My dear Mr. Sato, that is precisely why I prefaced my reading with "if you will excuse me." I will not excuse you, Mr. Sholmes, no. Sadly, you didn't address it, though. So I have no means of delivering the thing. Rather sad, really. I see, that's going to play on my mind. But really, the identity of Mr. Ross's sweetheart has no bearing on the case. I think we should leave well alone. Yes, I suppose you're right. Indeed, the intended recipient's address is missing. However, the name is on there probably. There is a name attributed to the man's most beautiful and charming sweetheart. Mr. Sholmes, please, I've already had to chastise you about this once. My undying love to you, my colorful darling, Olive Green. Yeah, this is something. I knew it was going to be her. Olive Green? The woman who was plunged into a coma after a knife plunged into her back outside the house 5 days ago? The victim in the last case of Seke was in court for who regained consciousness only yesterday? It's just chance that her name has come up now? Could it possibly be a mere coincidence? That's actually how fast thoughts go in your head, right? Mr. Ryu, whatever can this mean? Reading personal correspondence can have its merits, you see, Mrs. Sato. Oh, brother. Is that everything? Presumably everything, right? Let's look at it as well. Is it in our court record? It is not. It is not. Alright, where now? Where to now? Miss Green, probably? Now we talk to her about it? She's gone. Wow, this investigation phase is taking longer than I expected. St. Bartholomew's Hospital Recovery Ward. Mr. Ryu, I've just finished speaking with the doctor. Seems Miss Green is well enough to be discharged at last. This is good news, but hopefully just before she leaves. Ah! What is it? Miss Green! Is she about to... What was that? She clearly just hit something behind her back. Oh no. One moment, I'll be with you in a jiffy. Oh, hello everyone. What are you all doing here? The doctor has said I can be discharged, so I'm just getting my things together. Miss Green, what were you just doing? Oh, nothing really. I was just about to take some medicine the doctor prescribed for me, that's all. Well, we were hoping to have another quick chat with you if that's alright. I don't really have anything else to tell you. Alright, she's definitely behaving strangely. Let's see if we can't coax something out of her. Again, we don't have the letter, do we? Maybe this will work? Miss Green, we were hoping to ask you about someone. Mr. Duncan Ross. You knew him, didn't you? Oh no. Oh no, I'm so sorry. The bottle of medicine fell down when she did. Oh, Miss Green, are you alright? Oh no. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to startle you like that. No, it's alright. I just wasn't expecting it. But how do you know about Duncan? Mr. Ross had been writing a letter when he passed away. The landlord found it in his room. It was a very personal letter to you. Oh. It was at the art school. That's where I met Duncan, a year ago now. He was working to fund his studies. He dreamt of becoming a professional artist one day. And the two of you became romantically involved? Yes, that's right. We were very much in love. We were engaged to be married, actually. That's why he decided to move into a cheaper room to save money for the wedding. I'm still curious about what the deal is with that key around her neck. That seems like it'll be significant in some way, right? Let's let him to Mr. Garradeb's. Yes, he told me he'd found the worst but cheapest room in the entire East End. Yeah, they were engaged, wow. And then 1 month ago, that's when it happened. We're so terribly sorry, Miss Green. Well, it's all in the past now, I suppose. Poor Miss Green. She looks desperately sad. I'm starting to think that's just her look. But now I see that she has every reason to feel the universe is against her. Yeah, she got stabbed in the back and the love of her life died. It's wonderful news that you're going to be discharged, Miss Green. Oh, yes, thank you. Once people are better, the hospital staff don't want them lingering and wasting space. Not people like me, anyway. So I don't think I should keep anyone waiting. I probably shouldn't stand around and chat. She certainly doesn't seem to be in the mood to talk. That's for sure. Alright. I do hope you won't think I'm being rude, but... would you mind leaving me in peace now? I have to leave the hospital soon. I wanted to examine stuff. I wanted to see if we could examine the bottle. And maybe if we could see the letter that she had. Oh, I'm so sorry. We didn't mean to hold you up. Of course, we'll be on our way. Oh, there we go. Surely you are not about to leave. That's quite out of the question. What? Mr. Sholmes, I didn't realize you were here. But of course I was, my dear fellow. Watching intently from the shadows as always. Well, make your presence known next time. Mr. Sholmes, what's this about? Something which occurs to me with some regularity, Mr. Sato, is this. Why do detectives insist on such an ex-post facto modus operandi? Why solve a case after it's happened, instead of preventing a case before it happens? That is what sets a great detective apart. What do you mean? There is a case waiting to happen under our very noses, Mr. Ryo. So let us avert disaster. Let us prevent this case from ever happening. With nothing but careful observation. Alright. All the clues you need are set before you. You need only look and you cannot fail to see. You can do it, Mr. Ryo. I know you can. Oh, gosh. Oh, yeah. Let's look at this first. Definitely feels as though this card must be relevant. I mean, when we first arrived, Miss Green was standing with it in her hand in what can only be described as a very tense atmosphere. Yes, it may very well be related to whatever incident Mr. Sholmes believed was about to happen here. Perhaps we should ask Miss Green about it. Yeah. There's a photo over here, too. So Duncan Ross. Who would ever have thought he was engaged to be married to Miss Green? To lose one's beloved fiancé must be painful enough. Then Miss Green suffered that awful injury and outside her fiancé's former lodgings, too. Fate can be very cruel sometimes. If it even is fate, it could be something else, right? Alright, let's look at this. That mouse seems to be dead. Look. I didn't notice it there before, did you? I think perhaps it drank the medicine that spilled out of the bottle. But that's the bottle that Miss Green was about to drink from when we arrived. Yep. You don't think... Ah, I see you've come to appreciate the true nature of this scene. That of a tragedy about to take place. Yes, I think it's falling into place. Miss Green, the contents of the bottle you had before has been spilt out on the floor, and the poor mouse that drank it has sadly died. I think it's clear that the bottle must have contained a powerful poison. This could also be what Shakespeare drank too, potentially. Don't worry, I will attend to the mouse presently. Miss Green, were you intending to go the same way as that rodent? To take your own life? Once we left, you would have put it to your lips again, wouldn't you? And taken the poison? No! Miss Green, please! Please talk to us! Maybe she wasn't going to. But it certainly seems that way, huh? Okay. 10 seconds later and we would have arrived at a very different scene here. In all probability, we would not have enjoyed this most delightful conversation. Of course, perhaps it hasn't been quite so delightful from your perspective, Miss Green. Actually, in a way, now that everything's out in the open, I feel like a weight has been lifted. Tell me, how did you acquire that medicine? Well, with this being a hospital and all, when the doctor comes to examine me in the mornings, he always leaves the medicine cabinet open for a while, so I snuck this out when he wasn't looking. Conspicuously lacks a label. I wonder what it contains. I'm afraid I don't really know, but I thought if I drank it, it might just stop the pain somehow. Oh, please, Miss Green, don't talk of such things. Well, it seems clear now that it contains poison. Yes, that poor little mouse is proof of that. Oh no, oh, it's all my fault. What have I done? I shall remove this to my office, Miss Green. I take it you have no objection. No, none. Alright, let's see what's in the card. Neither the sender's name or address appear to be written on the envelope or the card. This is ripped. It's ripped like ours. Look. It's the same one. Shakespeare's room. It arrived by post at my home the day before the incident that put me in hospital here. I have information regarding the death of Duncan Ross. Interesting. Come to the Slug and Salad on Briar Road at 5 p.m. on 17th. Don't tell anybody else about this letter or the meeting. It is a matter of utmost importance. This is from Shakespeare, maybe. Wait a minute. 17th of this month? That's the day you were stabbed on Briar Road. And 5 p.m. is precisely the time when the incident occurred. That's very odd. The Slug and Salad, yes, a pub on the northern corner of Briar Road. Briar Road being the street that Mr. Garrett's house is on. Does this mean that... Yes, I'm sure you've guessed. That day when I was struck in the back by the knife, I was actually on my way to the Slug and Salad. Goodness. So that's what you were doing on Briar Road that day. I'm sorry I didn't say anything before. Oh man. That's very intriguing. I think I really will have to ask you to excuse me now. I've told you everything. Yes, I'm very sorry to have had to drag up such painful memories for you. No, it's fine. Miss Green, please promise us you won't try to do anything like that again. Yes, don't worry. Your detective friend has the bottle now anyway. And besides, I've been stabbed in the back and had a close shave with a bottle of poison, and I'm still here. I think I'm destined to see things through to the end. It might sound a little conceited, but well, that's how all this has made me feel. I wish we could have presented the envelope to her. Leaving Miss Green and Miss St. Bartholomew's behind, we made our way back to Baker Street with Mr. Sholmes. Wow, this is a pretty scene. Well, it would appear we've reached the end of the investigative trail for today. Yes, it's late. And, Mr. Ryu? Did you discover anything that may be of use to you in court tomorrow, do you think? Details about Mr. Shakespeare, Mr. Garrett's lodgings, the convict Selden. There are many facets to this case, and we're yet to see to the heart of it, if you ask me. That's my feeling, anyway. Can't help wondering about the results of the analysis. It's Mr. Natsume's tea, you mean? Yes, will they have found strychnine in it or not? Well, I fear that either way, it will be hard to escape the grip of our friend Mr. Reaper. Oh dear. Yes, Barak Van Zeeks. But I wish you every success, of course, and though I was late to rise this morning, tomorrow will be a new dawn. I intend to spring from my bed at crisp hour and attend the trial. Oh, brother. Mr. Shumps, you're gonna come? Indeed, whatever happens, I shall be there, assuming my eyelids cooperate in the morning. Well, I think we've done all we can. All that's left is to remain focused and keep fighting for Mr. Natsume's cause until the very end. Alright, we're at to be continued, I believe. London, the world's most prosperous city, home to some 6 million people. But away from the razzle-dazzle, down back alleys and behind bricked-up windows, the lonely lurk. Saseke had battled long and hard with loneliness during his many months here, so I felt honor-bound to battle equally hard for my compatriot, to lift the curse that gripped him. Mr. Sholmes said tomorrow would be a new dawn. For all of us, this is a very complex case, by the way. There's a lot going on in this game, holy moly. But we are at a to be continued. I'm not going to speak much on Miss Green's situation, because I'm not really qualified to do it, but just make sure that if you're ever feeling down, especially down, like hopeless down, that you find help from, an actual professional. There's tons of free resources out there. But yeah, with that being said, next time we're going to go back to trial. We may have new witnesses, which is exciting, who knows. But again, I have no idea exactly where this case is going. It's very, very convoluted, I would say, because we have different deaths. They're not all dying by the same manner within that home. We have whatever Selden's involvement is, whatever the big picture involvement is, whatever the connection with Duncan Ross is and whoever wrote him the letter to Miss Green, which could have been Mr. Shakespeare, I don't know. Mr. Shakespeare is showing up 3 days after Selden's presumed death, even though he could very much be alive. It's weird to name a character in the game and have that character not show up alive at any point, right? It feels like there's some sort of upcoming relevance to it. So we'll see. That's all I got. Thank you so much for watching. This went on longer than I expected, but that's totally fine. Next time we begin the trial, like I said, and we'll see how it goes. Make sure you take care of yourselves. Make sure you take care of others, and I will see you next time. Peace out.